Hello, what is the most expensive card in your collection? Let us know in the comments below, and so I can try to find budget replacements for other people. Or maybe there's a card you're like, I really would love to have this card to make it my most expensive card. Can you tell me a budget replacement? And we welcome to MTG Thrifty Thursdays, where we do budget replacements for Commander staples. And I am your host, Caustic Warrior Games. And today we're going to be finishing up the tutors, and we're going to be talking about one that is actually on the lower end pricing wise, but it's still maybe out of some people's budget. And so let's take a look at the card here. The card is Mystical Tutor. So it's 1 blue, instant, search your library for an instant or sorcery card and reveal that card. Shuffle your library, then put the card on top of it. So it's an instant for 1 mana. You put it on top of your library and get any instant or sorcery card. And this is very used a lot of times, especially if you're drawing or at the end of a turn, so you can get that card you need to. Now, granted, this card is like between, not this exact printing, but this card is like between $8 and $15, depending on the printing and foil or whatever you want to get. So it's not super expensive, so it's a little bit closer to the budget side of things and stuff, but I still wanted to give you a couple cards. Again, like I said, sometimes budget cards are not expensive, so let's take a look at the first card here. Solve the equation is that card. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. That's 3, and it's a sorcery, so it's not an instant, but you can do it on your turn, and it goes into your hand. And so, yes, it is not as good as Mystical Tutor. Again, a lot of times these cards are the price they are because they are better cards. This card is literally, I think, less than $1. Great card gets you both an instant or a sorcery card and lets you put it into your hand and still on top of your library, which sometimes there's a risk if you put it on the library. Sometimes people can mill it and all this stuff before you get even a chance to use it. And so, great way to go get what you need as far as tutors go and stuff like that, or as far as instant sorcery go. And then I got one more that is actually, I believe that might be an instant on its own, and maybe I'm not, but let's take a look here. This is Waterlogged Teachings from MH3. It's 3 in blue or black. So you can't play this if you're just running blue. You have to have black in your color identity. But it's just for Canada. But it's still a great card because it's search your library for an instant, though. Now, it's not sorcery instant or a card to flash. So this gets you a creature or another thing that lets you play that says flash on it, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. The nice thing about this one is on the back, you have a land. So if you need this and you need a land, you can run it as a land, bounce it later, then use it again. It's become a very good, popular card to be able to do it and then use the bounce land to bounce it and then get it back to your hand, or sacrifice the land and then come back and get bring the thing back, the tutor back. So there you go. That's your things for Mystical Tutor. I believe that finishes up all the tutors. Let us know if there's any other cards you're like, hey, I really want to know some more budget replacements for. We will do our best to add them to the list. I'm trying to compile a list of all these that we're doing so I don't overdo it or do doubles. But if we haven't done one, please put a comment below. We'll help you. We want to help you find budget replacements. Hopefully, you can eventually get some of these cards, and they're nice cards, and with all the reprints, they're getting a lot cheaper. But thank you guys so much for being here, and as always, we'll see you next time.